What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you'll find storage solutions made to fit your needs. Grab an HDX Tough Tote to protect your tools. Or keep your sports equipment contained with reinforced snap-fit lids. Or stack up and make better use of your space with bins and totes built to last. Whatever you're storing, we've got the gear to keep it organized and protected at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The season 3 premiere of The Masked Singer drew 23.7 million viewers. It was on right after the Super Bowl.
It's not a stupid show.
We led with that the next day, didn't we?
Didn't we get in trouble?
Yeah, well, it's a few too many people. Someone got a talking to.
Can you take me through the history of that? I don't know what it is that happened there.
You know what happened there.
We started the day after the Super Bowl with The Masked Singer, and it was a funny way to start. Was there a lack of Super Bowl coverage at ESPN on that day?
ESPN covered the Super Bowl just fine, but I don't think that they were anticipating the Music Dome being the way that we would be starting the show the day after the Super Bowl was in Miami.
That's wacky of us.
Is there any particular reason that you don't want to take a look at that carcass and do the autopsy on it? You don't want to public? I don't know what happened to you.
It's not very deep. You wanted to do a thing and piss off ESPN, and I was the one that was thrown out there to take the arrows.
Can confirm.
All right, well, I'm glad that that's your truth.
Was that the day that was it two different things where we opened with a Music Dome and then eventually got to the Super Bowl? Because there was definitely a Super Bowl Monday that we didn't get to the Super Bowl.
I don't think we ever got to the Super Bowl that day.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think we ever got to the Super Bowl that day.
Actually, it was pretty badass.
Yeah.
One of the weaker Super Bowls, if I remember.
And then
Might have been Rams Pats.
No, it was Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl win.
And
it was
we didn't know at the time.
It was in town in Miami.
That was a comeback.
People were saying, "Oh, all this Miami Super Bowl coverage."
Yeah.
You know,
Everyone started getting sick around that time. I'm not sure what happened.
A couple months later, we decided to dedicate an entire week to Doc Antle.
Yeah. I stand by those.
That was fun.
Who could have seen that one coming?
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
It was bad judgment. We've shown that on occasion. We've deserved some of our punishments.
You've lived long enough to find out that you're a GOP operative, so that was cool.
Juju Gotti is with us. We've got an assortment of things from the show to talk about. Juju, are you an airplane applauder, or are you more likely to boo on an airplane? What is the take that you have there?
I'm more likely to applaud on the airplane because I love life. I'm not going to actually do it, but I will more likely applaud than boo. I will pose a question, though, since we started on airplanes. I just took a trip this weekend from Indianapolis, and the guy sitting next to me, he was an older gentleman. God bless his heart. He kept farting the entire flight. I heard it with my own ear. He had headphones in, and he kept trying to disguise it with moving and his
clenching,
chips.
like lifting up a little.
Right, and they were stinky poos. So how am I supposed to handle the situation other than just let it happen and keep wafting it in?
That's a great question. Like, what do you do? Because you also felt bad. You're a kind person. It's and it's an old man, right? So you're
right.
How old do you think? Do you think it's as old as Mike Krzyzewski? Or how old?
Yeah, he looked like he was in his 70s, 80s at least. He was watching a Young Teen movie, which was hilarious. He was laughing out loud. I think he was just living his life. He would just say, you know what, I got to fart, I'm going to fart. Who cares about this?
I think the only play you can do is just to nicely, as if you don't know it's him, just be like, can you believe someone keeps farting? Like, just like maybe that interaction will just be like, okay, maybe he'll be like, oh, okay, I got to stop.
Right. I chose to do nothing, and I just breathed it in the entire flight.
I'm sorry. I don't, but what are you? You can't, what do you do? Get up and leave? Do you go to another part of the plane?
Someone keeps farting. Who is that? Man.
It's not terrible advice you're giving, but I also don't think it's good advice you're giving. I don't
As opposed to being like, hey, stop farting, because that's a little, you don't want to be that guy.
You don't?
All right.
Okay, say it. Say it then, Zaz. Would you do it?
I think I'd have to. Yo, stop farting, dog.
I think it's better than what it is that we're doing.
Maybe just flat out, are you farting? Because I keep, something's happening here. Is that you?
It seems accusatory, though. Are you farting seems like an accusation.
Well, I was just going off what Zaz said.
You can also be like, someone keeps farting, right? That's terrible. Yeah. Can you believe it? What is? You smell that too, right?
I think it's this guy. Blame some other guy. I think it's him.
Again, though, is that going to discourage his farting?
If I've let out 7 of them and I'm thinking I'm getting by with it, and someone next to me goes, "Do you smell fart?" I'm going to get insecure about those farts.
Can I just, and I don't want to hurt your feelings here, if we were on a plane, you'd be profiled as a farter.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very, very clearly. And I think it's rude, but I think we all do it. And again, it's very rude, and we shouldn't do this, and we should be better as a people, as a nation. But whenever there's a fart, I think everybody looks around and just looks at the fattest person and says that's the person that's been farting.
I think it's different, though. I think I always am like, who's the sleuth? Because everyone's going to go to the fat people. I'm like, I see you, lady.
Yeah, no, if there's a slob around you, let one rip, because you know you're not going to get blamed.
I saw you eating that pulled pork sandwich before we got on the plane.
Bad. That's a choice.
Yeah. I didn't see it. It was hypothetical. But I'm always watching.
Can you guys acknowledge just this one time that the callers weren't very good? There
was a couple in there that was good.
The Dominican Bane.
I like Dominican Bane. I don't know what he was saying. It was probably funny.
And pressure washers.
Washer dryer guy.
Pressure washers should be able to get wet.
If you go to the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico on a vacation and there's not applause in your plane when you land, it's going to be a bad vacation.
Oh, wow.
Sets the tone for the vacation.
Do we have a plane applauder among us?
No.
I'll applaud. If other people applaud, I'll hop in there. I'll clap. I'm anti-applause. You guys don't applaud?
No.
Why? If other people are clapping, you don't clap?
It needs to be warranted. Like if someone's getting
you landed.
If someone just got
engaged,
engaged,
in this metal tube.
That's what
it
the money's
took you to the middle of
for.
the air. It takes you down. It's a miracle you're alive.
A couple just got engaged in first class. I'm not clapping.
No, I don't care about that either.
I don't recline my seat, and I don't clap.
I reclined.
Whoa, you dick.
On the way back from Vegas.
You dick.
I did.
Engagement's not a marriage.
A late night. You're allowed to.
I think behavior's changed, by the way, on this seat reclining thing. My experience is fewer people are doing this now because they know how disrespectful it is to taller people.
Yeah.
Put it on the poll, Juju, at Le Batard Show before we update the polls. Are you an airplane seat recliner? We needed Juju's help musically on a couple of things today that didn't have answers in here. One of them is the LeBron video. Did you have any thoughts on that, Juju? I was met with an ocean of ignorance when I mentioned that LeBron had appeared in a Tyler, the Creator video.
Yeah, the video came out yesterday. Well, he dropped it yesterday on Twitter. And LeBron made a cameo in the video, and the reason he said stop effing playing with me is because that's the name of the song. The name of the song is Stop Playing With Me. So he added in a effing.
Yeah, but
LeBron.
Wouldn't you figure, Juju, there's some double entendre there. Like he's like Lakers. That right? That's what he means, isn't it?
I mean, hey, you're the professional here, so I'm gonna take your advice, and if you think so, I can see the parallels. So you might not be wrong.
I mean, there's no athlete who is more passive aggressive than LeBron. We're now supposed to assume that that's not what he's trying to do there. I think so.
Well, Zaslow, if you've noticed, developing more and more confidence, perhaps you want to have a conversation with Juju that I don't think Juju's going to like very much about your just general opinions about Saturday night's WNBA All-Star game.
Yeah, I thought Saturday night was a terrible look altogether for the WNBA players. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I don't think they should be paid. That's not what I'm talking about here. But like Juju, that game was a joke. It was terrible. And it's a shame because last year, you remember it was Team USA versus Team WNBA. The game was awesome, all right? And we do this every year now with the NBA where the game's a joke and the players get criticized because they deserve it because people are paying good hard-earned money to go to the All-Star game. That game was garbage on Saturday night. And for the players to come out with shirts that are saying, pay us what you owe us, and then to put that product on the court immediately after. Like, if I'm one of the players, pay us what you owe us, and this is why you should pay us what you owe us, because we're very entertaining and we have a great product. But then to come out and do that, I don't know. That was a rough look to me, Juju. I can't defend that.
Yeah, I think that's a bit unfair because pay us what you owe us is more so about the $2.2 billion media deal they got coming in, plus the 5 times the amount that the Valkyrie had to pay, $250 million fee for the 3 new teams coming in, while sharing only a 9% share of the league's revenue, while the NBA players get a 50% share. So the embarrassment, yes, and also too, they have a bigger schedule this year. They start back playing tonight, so if they get hurt, their money is way different than the NBA players and less guaranteed. So I think it was a rough look. The game was definitely, you got me there. Definitely a boring game, not necessarily interesting, no defense at all played, but that happens in the MLB, in the NBA, every game except hockey. Salute to hockey. That's a different level. But I still think that there's a standard that has been set in these All-Star games.
It's not MLB though. MLB tries.
MLB's great All-Star game.
It's basketball and football, right?
But it's like the point that I'm making, Juju, and you're right. Everything you're saying there about the revenue sharing and all that, you are right. But when you're wearing the shirts, you're wearing the shirts because you are taking the labor negotiations public, and you are trying to get public sentiment on your side. The owners know that the players want to get paid. You're making that shirt because you want to get public sentiment on your side. Well, that would probably also include, this is why we should be paid, not because of the garbage that we put out right after. That's the problem that I have.
This is why we should be paid is the WNBA season, I think. The All-Star games are just going to be that way for the NBA and WNBA. It's sad.
No, I don't agree. Like I said last year, and in most years, the WNBA All-Star game is actually really, really good. That game was amazing last year, the team WNBA versus the world, the USA.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if it was really, really, really good last year. I love the WNBA, but that game was pretty mid last year as well.
I mean, they had the storyline of all the people that were snubbed from the Olympic team, so I thought that game had juice to it.
I mean, Caitlin Clark barely gave an effort last year. She was picked up full court from Kelsey Plum and stuff like that. But compared to the effort I see on a night-to-night basis, those games aren't ever really exciting to me. Especially the day before, the skills competition and 3-point, the excitement that brings to be met with the next day of the All-Star game is always pretty much a letdown, in my opinion.
We will get to the polls in a second, but can you help us on TRL? Did you have any thoughts on our TRL segment? And I was really stunned that Billy went after Pablo Torre, and the beloved Pablo Torre finds out.
Why are you doing this?
I mean, you did.
Why do you encourage all of this infighting?
You did it. It wasn't my opinion. You had the opinion. You volunteered an opinion. I thought Pablo Torre found out. You say he didn't find out.
I just said at the end it left us wanting a little bit more. But again, that was the early stages to what it's grown into and blossomed into now.
Yeah, now he's good.
Now he's going to the ACC Media Day and he's going to confront Bill Belichick.
I don't think
or
that's
it's
what
considered a
he's doing.
failure.
Here's the thing.
Oh, wow.
TRL thoughts?
Yes, sir. Y'all brought up TRL, and it made me want to bring up my top 11 TRL songs of all time. Whoa. Just my top, not the top, not analytically, just my top.
Your truth.
Yes, my truth.
Come on, Genie in a bottle. Come on.
Brittany better be number one.
Hanson Mbop.
Yes.
Also, OLI, I Do Cherish You from 98 Degrees.
Oh, okay. That's a good one, Juju.
He's bringing
That's
it.
a good list.
He's bringing it.
That's OLI.
Number 11, Madonna, Ray of Light.
Wow. Great video. Great choice.
Salute to Austin Powers. Number 10, NSYNC, Girlfriend.
Wow, that was the Neptunes beat. I think the Austin Powers one was Beautiful Stranger, though.
Yep. See, I stand corrected. Number 9, Eminem, My Name Is.
This could have been number 1.
Great list.
It's a good list so far.
Number 8, Tearing Up My Heart, NSYNC. Man, that was a good one.
Gotta have a BSB in here.
I like the
Number 7. Yeah. Number 7, Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney Spears.
How could that not be number 1?
It's a good list. That's why it's a good list.
Because it's my truth. Number 6, Korn, Freak on a Leash.
That one, I was like, wow. Like a 9-year-old me, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, this is dangerous. By the way, you can always tell like when a pop song was written by Max Martin because they have nonsensical things like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" and "I Want It That Way."
I want it that way.
It's someone.
I Want It That Way is just such a poorly written song.
It's just someone trying to translate that doesn't know the language. Just like, all right, just read it.
Right. Number 4, NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye. Number 3. Did I skip number 5?
I feel like you missed one. Yeah, I was going to say that, but I thought I heard you wrong. Yeah, so we'll make the other one number 5 and make this one number 4.
Yeah. Oops, I Did It Again from Britney Spears.
That was a moment.
How is that not number 1?
Because we all know what number 1 better be.
It's a good list.
Oh, man, I got too much pressure now.
I Want It That Way.
Running out of room for Missy Elliott. 106 and Park.
Number 3, Drive Myself Crazy by NSYNC.
Wow. The silk pajamas. Yeah, I like
Not
it.
better than Get Your Freak On.
That seems irresponsible in the loony bin to do that.
I'm sure Missy Elliott's going to be one of the last 2. Number 2.
Number 2, I Want It That Way from The Boys.
Number 2.
And number 1, I'm sorry, everybody, Back That Ass Up by Juvenile.
That's also good.
No need to apologize.
No Christina.
That's his controversial list. Let's update just a huge number of polls. Let's bang through these as fast as we can here, Juju, because we got a ton of them.
Yes, sir. Can the Backstreet Boys hold the jock of the New Kids on the Block? 62% of the audience says yes, they can.
I'm sorry, Zaz.
I mean, you don't apologize to me.
Who was the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish? Hootie or Darius Rucker? Whew. Skin tight. 51% of the audience says Hootie.
Yeah, Darius Rucker hates that. It's why he moved to the UK. That and politics.
Have you ever looked at someone and said, yo, that dude is mad horny? 62% of the audience says yes, they have.
Oh.
Sorry, Ethan.
No, that's not true.
Worst label, miserable or horny? 54% of the audience says miserable.
Wow. Upset.
Right. Did you know that Sade's name is Helen? 93% of the audience said no, they did not.
That's such a great question.
Did you get the new album by Helen?
Sade's name is Sade. I won't accept this.
Do you like when the lead singer starts yammering instead of singing? 78% of the audience says no, they don't.
Can I explain something to you? This is not unlike the point I made the other day where I said that Jaws could have been the exact same movie, and if it had been called What's That Gnawing on My Leg, Steven Spielberg's career would have ended on the spot. Sade would have not been a successful musician if her name had first been Helen publicly. Everything could have been the same, and there's no way that my dad's still going crazy when her voice comes on because it's that old lady Helen.
Gonna go pick up that new Helen album.
Did you know that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the Dolphins had the best winning percentage in all of sports?
Nobody knows that.
70% of the audience says no, they did not.
Wow.
Do you think Jerry Jones would prefer it if his face were on the helmets? Wow. 99% of the audience said yes, they do.
Whoa.
Is MetLife Stadium a hellscape? 88% of the audience says yes, it is.
Juju, save the rest for tomorrow, please. That's just the first hour of today's show. Thank you, Juju. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir.